Adaptation in plants. The biosphere of our Earth consists of plants and animals living in different ecosystems. Each of these living things develop features that help them to survive under different physical conditions. Charles Darwin, 1809 to 1882, was a British scientist who laid the foundation of the theory of evolution and transformed the way we understand the world around us. Adaptation. The modifications or development of certain body parts in plants and animals that help them to survive and flourish in their environment is termed as adaptation. Adaptation helps plants and animals to survive in changing environment. The natural environment in which an organism lives, feeds, and reproduces is called its niche or habitat. Various parts of plants and animals modify in various ways to adapt to their habitat. Let us discuss the various forms of modification seen in plants. Modification in plants. Plants modify different parts of their body in order to store food to survive under unfavorable conditions. Climbers develop tendrils or twining stems for holding on to a support. Some plants develop aerial roots from the branches for extra support. Some plants modify their roots for breathing. Some plants, like lemon, develop thorns from the shoot. In plants like cacti, leaves reduce to spines. Plants like rose have prickles that develop from the surface of the stem. These are modifications into protective organs. Terrestrial plants. Plants in tropical forest. In these areas, where the sun is strong and rainfall is high, plants are lush green with broad leaves. Waxy coating helps them to prevent dryness under the harsh sun. Such areas or forests are called evergreen forests as they do not shed their leaves and always remain green. Epiphytes are plants that grow on the branches of other trees. Their aerial roots help them to cling to the plant and also absorb moisture from the air. Plants in deserts. These plants are also called xerophytes. Xero means dry, phytes means plants. In order to adapt to the hot and dry conditions, the stem develops into a green, fleshy part that is thick and swollen as it stores water. The leaves, to prevent loss of water, are reduced to spines. Roots of xerophytes are usually long to penetrate deep inside the earth in search of water. The shallow roots of cactus develop laterally to gather maximum water from the surface. The spines also protect the plant from being eaten by herbivores. Plants in cold regions. Trees like pine and subalpine fir of cold regions are cone-shaped so that snow can slide down. Therefore, these trees are called conifers. Coniferous trees are found in mountainous, cold regions of the world. The leaves are thick and needle-like that prevents frosting. They have seeds in hard cone that preserve them through harsh winters. Trees like oak, maple are deciduous type as they shed their leaves when it gets extremely cold. Aquatic plants. Water is a complete ecosystem by itself. It contains aquatic life in the form of plants and animals that adapt to the aquatic habitat in various ways. These plants are called hydrophytes. Hydro means water and phytes means plants. Aquatic plants can basically be divided into three categories: floating plants, submerged plants, and plants with floating leaves. A. Floating plants. Plants such as duckweed, pisthia, and water hyacinth float on fresh water. They have spongy bodies with air spaces in the stem and other parts of the plant which help them float on water. Their roots hang freely in water. They have stomata on the surface of their leaves. B. Submerged plants. Freshwater plants such as Hydrilla vallisneria, also called tape grass or eel grass as it looks like the eel fish, grow fully underwater. These plants are fixed in the muddy soil. They have thin, narrow, flexible leaves and stems. This helps them to bend in the direction of flowing water and not break. These plants do not have stomata, and the surface of the plant is adapted to exchange gases dissolved in water. C. Plants with floating leaves. Aquatic plants such as water lilies and lotus are freshwater plants. They have long stems that are rooted to the muddy soil. These are hollow and light, which helps their leaves and flowers to remain above water. Their leaves have a waxy coating on the upper surface, which prevents the collection of water. The stomata are present on the upper surface of their leaves.